They're giving rain today. I've been wanting to plant this corn. I planted some over there the other day. I made a little video showing plowing the garden up here and getting rid of the weeds, and I'll just dump all that in there. And I had planted 8 rows of Golden Queen over there, corn. I guess you'd call it the kind of the east side. This would be more the west side. But I'm not gonna lay this off with a string. I guess I should, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna leave plenty of room here to where we can work a little through here. I'll pick me a spot out through there and I'll walk as straight as I can walk and see if we can't get that first row straight, because as we do the first row, it's laying off the second row. Okay, I'm gonna start about right here. Let's start about right here. And I'm gonna walk toward that little oak tree out there, if I can. So let's see how she works out here. Hopefully I can keep it fairly straight. If I don't, it'll be crooked. I'm acquiring some grass, and I'll just stop right here. There's no need to go no further than that. And then, just like I say, hit laid off the row, and just flip your marker back the other way and head out. These little Earthway planters, I've used them for years. They're hard to beat. I glance down every once in a while, make sure it's still dropping. See, right there's already 3. This is the 4th row. Now that's 4 rows of corn. Whew! I'm gonna sit down and rest a minute. Lord have mercy. Old and out of shape. Yeah, my beats is hard over. It don't really matter. I wound up feeding most of them to the pigs last year. I grow stuff and seems like it don't get utilized the way it should. My okra, it finally got a bite because these temperatures has warmed up. They're warming up. You know, it stayed pretty cool this spring of a night, especially. And stuff, a lot of stuff that's sat there, you know. But anyway, when that heat and those warm nights start creeping in, you know, that's what tomatoes and okra and peppers and lots of stuff like. Now there's a lot of stuff that don't like the heat. A lot of the brassicas and stuff like that. Onions. You can plant early and plant you lots of things, cool weather plants in the spring. If you time it right, then you can do that again in the fall. And you can get 2 crops easy. You can also, like corn, see, I'm just now planting corn. I've got a patch of corn over here. It's, I don't know, chest high in some of it ain't. Didn't put 1 drop of fertilizer on it, not 1 speck of fertilizer on that corn. Now we're gonna see. What I did do was sowed it with a cover crop and till that in. That's all the fertilizer it's getting. It might make corn, it might not do worth a nickel. We'll see. Now, just like I said, I've got 8 rows over there and 8 rows over here. Now this corn is gonna be what you'd call late corn. I mean, it'll be, let's see, this is June. It'll be in September before this corn's mature, if it does all right. Now, I've got that planted and this planted, and when that comes up over there, I may give it a week after it comes up, sprouts up. I may give it a week or possibly, well, I don't know about that. Anyway, I was going to say that that corn takes longer to grow than that incredible corn does. So a week or 2 actually would defeat what I was trying to do, is have it in stages coming in. So if I plant that, and let's say that's 90-something day corn, and then I wait 2 weeks and plant some 80-something day corn, well, they'll come in about the same time, which would be defeating the purpose, wouldn't it? I don't care when it comes in, as long as it does all right. And I'm not a real concerned about whether it does all right. It'll do what it's going to do. All I can do is plant the seeds and try to oversee it a little bit. And the rest is out of my hands. So anyway, we've got 4 rows already planted over here, and I'm looking to get probably 4 more. When that marker, when you're going through a marking that, because it scratches that dry dirt off, and it leaves some, a mark that's kind of brown, dark, turns that moisture up. And if you wait a second, on this scorching day, time you get back, it'll be dried out. You won't be able to tell where you even was marked at. Well, I said I was going to get 4 more, but I could, but I ain't gonna. I'm gonna skip that next row. That's it. 1. No, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna put it in. Why not? Eight rows. Anyway, I got 8 rows. Crowding that one far side a little, but it's all right. It'll be all right. 8 rows just in a minute or 2. Now what I do is I put my cone back. This was 1 pound. Golden Queen sweet corn. 1 pound, $14.45. Takes 92 days. Stalk 7 to 8 foot, high quality, 8 to 9 inch ears with 14 to 16 rows of golden grains for fresh table use or freezing. Exceptionally high sugar content. This germination rate was 85% when I bought this. And I bought this, well, the test date was in December the 22. I've had this in the refrigerator the whole time. So that right there is almost a pound of corn. I'm gonna say that's between 3 and 4 ounces that I've got left. Now, a normal garden, I don't know what anyone would consider a normal garden, to tell you the truth. Just a small backyard garden. I've got black stuff under my nose and everywhere else, no doubt. That old aluminum, it gets black on you. This right here is enough. That'd plant a pretty good sized little corn patch in a normal backyard garden, whatever normal is. Now, I've got, I think, I'm pretty sure there's 12 rows, 11 or 12 rows over here. 8 rows there, 8 rows here. Now, my intentions is when that garlic comes out, I've got about 14 stalks of garlic that I'm leaving to mature over there. For some reason, it was later than all the other 3 or 4 types of garlic. It put the scapes out. I noticed the scapes when I was over there digging some of the music garlic. So I snapped them off, and then that'll put you down the road, you know, before it matures good. You got to keep a close eye on it, but I'm going to say around 2 weeks. I run across an article yesterday about Saudi Arabia exiting the petrodollar. Some may say, well, big deal. It is. I think it is a big deal. We'll all feel the effects of this one in a season. It will change something. When Saudi Arabia exited, dropped the petrodollar, and started trading oil with other currencies, I don't know exactly what will change, but you bank on something changing, and it won't be for our better, I don't think. And if that's not enough, then I guess the Cuban Missile Crisis is back on again. Wars and rumors of wars. There'll be more than rumors, I think, this time. Already are, as far as that goes. Well, out of all the weeds I just got done talking about, I see one flower right there coming up. One flower, and it looks like there's another one from the seeds of Stephanie's little flower garden. We'll try to let that one grow. I believe that's a zinnia. There's another zinnia. So if you look close enough in all the weeds, you'll see some good. A flower. Of course, some may think that the lady's thumb there is pretty too. Not me. Nah, it's all right. Over there's another zinnia. I'm gonna see if I can't mow that conglomeration down, and I might hit this over here too while I'm at it. I just have to roll them cement block back out of the way. I guess I'll have to take a machete to that. Who knows? Anyway, getting back to the Saudi Arabia deal, it ain't gonna be good. I don't know what the outcome will be, but I think there'll definitely be some repercussions. They made a lot of money. They had a lot of control by that oil being sold through the American dollar, which they called a petrodollar, you know, when it came to the oil trades and sales, I guess. But it'll be what it is. It's just money. It's just a medium of exchange. There's more important things going on in the world right now than Saudi Arabia buying oil with the American dollar or the yen or ruble or whatever they want to buy it with or sell it with. I could care less, really. Just like I say, there's more important things going on right now for people to put their mind on rather than to worry about too many of these world affairs that we seem to have our nose in everybody's business. No foreign entanglement, my friend, no foreign entanglement. That one didn't go over well, did it? It's all about power. It's all about who controls who. Just like I said, we've got more problems to contend with right here at home, or will have in the near future, without trying to police the whole world. Setting and trying to dictate to other countries how to fight war, their wars. Trying to tell them when and what to do. You know, I would think that might be all right to make some suggestions and recommendations if you were coherent enough to understand what day it was. Someone's running the show, man. Someone is. I don't know. I've got a pretty good idea. Spiritual warfare, man. Spiritual warfare. That's what physical physical warfare, that's one thing. Spiritual warfare is more critical to some. To some it's probably not. But anyway, like the old boy says down south, it's time to get your house in order, mentally and physically. Get your house in order. And when you do, you'll be doing it under pressure. It'll be under pressure to get it in order. In all aspects, spiritual, mental, and physical. It'll be a pressurized thing to do. In other words, you'll be doing it all three of them under extreme resistance and pressure. Anyway, I'm gonna go get the lawnmower and I'll turn the camera off, and ain't nobody wants to see grass flying all over the place. I don't think I can get up through here. If not, I'll use a machete to edge this. I'm gonna try to get over there, and I'm gonna try to raise it high as I can, top those potatoes. Hopefully I don't destroy them, but letting grass grow up around them it alone is destroying them. So I'll put my little planter back in the building. I'll put my seeds back in the refrigerator, and I'll get the lawnmower. That'll be it today.